So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. On the ground, it's the tight end. And that play gets nothing. So no gain on the game's first snap.
Mike, this defense talked all week about the importance of coming out fast and starting this game the right way. And it's less about the loss of yards there on that first play and more about just setting the tone. Hey, we're going to be here all day. We're bringing it. And boy, did they ever.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. On the ground, here's Keaton Mitchell. He's going to be marked out up around the 33. A pickup of 12 yards. First down, Baltimore.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate.
And he's going to have to eat this one, as down he goes. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now Jackson, moving to his right. Now he'll run.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold them to just a short gain.
Third and long.
13. Hey, report. Hey, middle. Touch.
The shotgun, here's Jackson. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force 4th down. Ravens bring their punt team out. Back deep for the Saints, it's Rashid Shaheed. Good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Olave is the motion man. There's a throw right side. It'll be incomplete.
So when we went to their practice earlier in the week, Mike, we saw that they spent a lot of time with these RPO looks, and it looked a lot better in practice than it did right there, but they're going to come back to it. They have a lot of faith in that element of their offense.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. They'll go play action here with Chuck. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. From the gun, it's Chuck. That is intercepted. Picked off by Nate Wiggins.
Well, we're getting a little test here early, Mike, to see just how easy is this team to rattle. Didn't look like they were able to get through that opening script that they had worked on all week. So I'm going to be curious on this next drive. Do they stick to the plan? Do they pick up where they left off? Or is there a little bit of a reaction, or dare I say panic, to come out and make some adjustments in response to that early interception?
That's taken in. It's Tiz Walker. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. They get 12 yards on that pass. Good for a Raven first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. To the goal line and in. Keaton Mitchell. Touchdown, Ravens. His 12th touchdown of the year. The extra point, up and good. And And the Ravens will take a 7-0 lead.
Saints nothing. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go, Sack. Check out.
On the ground, this is Kendra Miller. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Chuck to throw on 2nd down. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A pickup of 21 on that connection. It's good for a Saints 1st down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage of him.
He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
No, 19, charge.
They'll stay on the ground with Miller. And he'll get this ahead. A gain of about 4, and it leads to 3rd down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Mustang 19. And Cowboys.
To throw is shut. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. 13 yards on that pass play. 1st down, New Orleans.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success. A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
On 2nd down, Miller. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
What you see there is really the key to a good free safety blitz. Time the snap so that the offense cannot determine that you're rushing. It's exactly what happened here. He's able to bring the ball carrier down for a loss.
Go! Half the 60, half the 60. 18 right.
Olave is the motion man. It's 3rd down, and here is Shuck. Quick throw, taken in, and will be taken down with the 1st down as time will run out on this opening quarter. It's the Saints with the football here as quarter 2 begins, as they've got it with 1st and 10. Tight end going in motion here. On 1st and 10, here's Shuck. That's in the end zone and intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown, and instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
It's a zone read, and Jackson's going to keep it. And that one is snuffed out. Going to lose yardage. Back to the 3.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Back near his goal line, Jackson. Pass right side, going to be taken in by Walker. A beautiful play and a big chunk play as well. Right to midfield. A big play after being backed up. 47 yards.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Jackson now on second down. And is open middle of the field. It is caught. And he's in! Touchdown, Baltimore. A terrific play all the way around. Finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Throwing is shot. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
So his team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. On play action, here's Jackson. On the run to the right. Now a shot here, deep middle. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete. He was trying to get that to Tez Walker. And it'll be second down.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, He's not an easy target to overthrow, so that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there. And more times than not, he's going to run under it. But in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man.
Flush to his right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They'll try to run for it with Mitchell. And he will have the Ravens first down. They're able to convert by plenty on 3rd and 1.
You know, how often do we see, Mike, in these 3rd and short situations, there's so many bodies up near the line of scrimmage, and this back has his head down, hitting it so hard that sometimes he runs into that line, and sometimes he can come out that backside.
Not much there. Maybe a yard. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play.
DC, ready?
Jackson fires complete to Flowers. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. Jackson on target to Flowers, and it's a Baltimore first down.
1st and 10 at the 46.
Saints going to use their 2nd timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 47.
Now it's a bootleg with Jackson. And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looked like he might have gotten there early. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. A run here with Mitchell. And they'll be forced out of bounds just a couple of yards short on the first down. That's a pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
DC.
From the 20, here's 2nd down and a yard. Now, Jackson. That is caught. What a throw. Isaac Urendo. Touchdown, Ravens. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
What stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about it thus far.
Makes the score. Ravens 21. Saints nothing.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here is Shuck on 1st and 10. The throw here is complete. He'll be brought down just shy of midfield. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode, and that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Saints.
18 Cardinals.
Shaheed in motion. On first down, Shuck. Now a screen set up for Miller. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back. Those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. New Orleans, third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's first and 10. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught, and he'll be out of bounds. It's a nice game, though, on first down, a pickup of 7.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Here's second and 2. Throwing again, Shuck. He'll go left side here and complete this one. To the pylon, he's in. Touchdown, Saints. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg. Could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead, and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
Leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line.
Go ahead.
Yep.
To what? Riley! Nice one.
On first and 10, Jackson. Flushed to his left. Jackson so nimble. He's got the first down and wisely gives himself up at the end. Now the Ravens use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in half number 1.
Hey, out. Sit up. Sit up. Ready. Sit up. You change it. Sit up.
Jackson now to throw on first down. A toss left side caught by his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. 13 yards on the catch there. First down, Baltimore.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but But I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
A first down throw for Jackson. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Now a timeout signal for him, and they'll get it with 10 seconds until the break.
And after allowing a chunk play on that previous down, nice job there settling in. They make a big play of their own, and they get him down for a sack.
Off the play fake, Jackson. This defense hitting their ears back, coming to get him again. Former third overall pick, Quinnen Williams, getting in to record his 9th sack of the year. Now whistles. Timeout. 3 seconds left in this first half. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. Going up top and looking for Andrews. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports.
Being on some chips, 0-0 real quick. Maybe on that rapid pay the bills. Now I'm with it, not even a little bit.
We go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. We'll start the drive with Miller. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. That is Nnamdi Madubuike there to bring him down. So, from 37, here's 2nd and 8. Once again, it's Miller. And he'll push his way ahead for gain 2. Roquan Smith there to bring him down. Down, they need 5.
Here we go. Wrap ball 80.
Now Shuck. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down. Now it's Miller. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, New Orleans.
A tight end in motion now. Looking to throw on first down. Here's Shuck. Moving outside the pocket. Our throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
A run up the middle with Miller. And pick up 3 or maybe 4. Mike Green is there on the stop.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
First down awaits at the 26-yard line. And here's third down.
19-18. 79 Broncos. Cut 19.
Olave is the motion man. Now Shuck on third down. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that third down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
That quarterback called that play in the huddle. That ball was only going to one guy. He was the first read, the second read, and the check down. And it was called to perfection. They got the perfect look and led to a nice game.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
70 Timberwolves. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Let's go.
They will run the draw play with Miller. And they'll have first and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
And with that run, it puts them on the doorstep of the end zone. This has been a really impressive series up until this point, Mike. I mean, so much that anything less than a touchdown kind of feels like a letdown.
From the gun, it's Shuck. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him.
Field goals and takeaways. That's the two goals anytime a defense finds themselves in a goal-to-go situation. Now after that first down sack, I think the odds are a little bit more in their favor. Can they hold up here on 2nd and 3rd down? And if they can make the offense settle for 3, man, that's a huge win for this defense.
All the way back at the 14 now. 2nd down and goal. Motion man is the tight end going right. Throwing on 2nd down, Shuck. To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked up by Nate Wiggins.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position. He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 7. They'll stick with him again. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. And here comes 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
And he's going to take this all the way down to the Saints' 37-yard line. It's a big one for the Ravens. 35 yards. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of the 1st down. A pickup of 9.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
With good blocking leading the way, he's got the 1st down inside the 25. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports.
Omar, ready?
1st and 10. Now we see a lot of this as they begin the 4th quarter on the ground. And here's Pletcher, backfield. Defenders crashing through to blow up that play behind the line.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Forced to his right. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. Picked up by the former Sooner, Danny Stutzman.
So you do a great job all game long. You build up a lead here late in the 4th quarter, but now you get sloppy. This turnover all of a sudden brings a renewed sense of energy to your opponent, who a minute ago thought this game was over, and now they got a little life.
Let's go now.
1st and 10, here's Shuck. He'll throw it left and has his running backs. And he'll be run out of bounds. It's a good gain on 1st down. They pick up 7 yards.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
On 2nd down, it's Shuck. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. It'll be out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, and that gains them another 1st down.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing it.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Once more, Shuck under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. 3rd and 7. Operating out of the gun, this is Shuck. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10.
1st down, New Orleans.
To the air is Shuck. He'll go right and find his running back. And he's close to another 1st down. He'll step out right at that 1st down marker.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page. And that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Shuck to throw on 2nd down. He'll swing this one out wide to his running backs. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage. To the air again is Shuck. Open man left side. He's got it. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Saints.
That's Palmer, the man in motion.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 7 Pirates, 19 tight, 19 tight.
Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay. That's Palmer, the man in motion.
Hawk, 70, Hawk.
They'll send a man in motion left. for the fourth time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Nate Wiggins. And good running on the return. That'll help him out. Has the ball right around the 45-yard line.
And at this point on the sideline, Mike, it just has to feel like deja vu. I mean, really, the last two drives, same story. Continuing to drive, have something brewing, and then you just stall out in the exact same fashion. You can't put the ball in harm's way. You're not going to win a lot of football games if you do.
Drive will start on the ground, and he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this second down play. Jackson now. Exiting the pocket right. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
3rd and long for Jackson. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. The defense uses its second timeout here, and don't forget, clock going to stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free.
The Saints take over first and 10. They're on 27-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Throwing is shut. That's caught. Trey Palmer. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. Time is an issue. 1 timeout, 2-minute warning to work with, but they need points. 1st down and 10. Palmer, the man in motion. They'll drop to throw. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Open man is Palmer. It's complete. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
First down. A gain of 22 yards. First down, New Orleans.
70 Rangers, 70.
Throwing again, Shuck. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
And he'll He'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8. Shaheed in motion. Chuck gonna throw it here on 3rd and 1. He's gonna be out of bounds, but he's got the first down, and they are gonna set up for the 7-yard line.
That's another Saints first down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now the Ravens use their first timeout. They'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one. Here we go. 1st and goal.
Ready? Mustang 19. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Trap 60. Trap 60.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. To throw is shut. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough, but you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive.
And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job. Get this thing back within 1 possession. So they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back. And it's not going to be easy.
Extra point now by Riley. He gets it to go, and the Saints draw closer here. It's 21-14.
Saints 14.
With 1 timeout remaining, all they can really do here is try to recover an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away. Look at him go! And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. On is Luke to add the extra point. The kick is good, and the Ravens have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game.
Saints 14. Tyler Luke to kick off.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Here is Chuck.
And the defender does such a good job, Mike, not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down, really nice play.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. New Orleans, 3rd and final timeout. Clock will stop with an even 20 seconds to go. Big play here. Crowd on their feet for 3rd and 4. He'll swing this out to Miller. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35. A pickup there of 25 yards. It's good for a Saints first down.
Saints first down.
Let's go, guys.
and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Cut 19! Cut 19! Check smash! Check smash! Go street! Warrior 70!
They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Ready up!
Awful time to get a penalty. Now 1st and 15.
6, track 60! Go!
Now shut. Mounts another catch for his favorite target. And he's brought down, but they are out of timeouts.
It's 2nd and 6.
So it's a win here for the Ravens. They're able to build on the solid performance of a week ago. And they make it 2 in a row.